Hello traders, it's Rick here. Just wanted to take a minute to kind of go through how to read a price chart. Just not really doing it for your benefit, but really just doing it as practice for my own. Um, Currently looking at the euro dollar on the 60-minute chart. Um, but let's see what we can get into. Feel free to follow along. I'm just going to go through and label the swings of the move, and just really just working on my own identification of the swings and where price is going and where it's been and what is it likely to do. Not really doing any trade setups or trade ideas, just really just following the market and labeling the swings. So um, here we go. So we initially have our starting point. Oh, let's see. Now I did load a 5,000 day chart, so I'm back down deep in the chart. So on this bar here, we did start. Um, let's see, we have well, if I can remember which ones are which here. Okay, so right here we got a swing low, which is going to be our starting point. Okay, then I'm looking for the swing high, which is going to be the highest high of this move, which would be right here. So this is going to be my initial structure high. Okay, then price retraces a little bit. Probably like a 786 fib level. No, probably about it. Yeah, 786 fib level. Okay, doesn't really matter, but price then rallies up. Let's see, we test this high here. We get a higher close right here. So now with this new structure high, this level down here becomes our outside return. Okay, cannot really label this an outside return until we get this new structure high level here, because price could have kept going lower and breaking this low back here of our starting point, which would have caused us to label this a little differently. However, with the new structure high, we can check price out again. So we get a smaller pullback. It did pull back into structure here, probably a 382. Let's see. Yeah, 382, almost a 50%. So really right in the middle of that zone there. And price rallies up and we'll get a higher close. Okay, giving us a new structure high here. Okay, and then with this new structure high here, this right here becomes our outside return. Copy and paste that. Okay, we are now in a bullish trend. Okay, we've got our starting point, initial structure high. We got our outside return. We got our new structure high, and then we got the outside return and the new structure high. So we can confirm that this is a bullish trend. Price rallies back down, or falls back down, back into structure here. Looks like it's going to be a 50% fib. Probably pretty close. Not quite. I mean, it's within a pip or two, it looks like. No big deal. Not that it matters. I'm just making mental notes for myself here. Price rallies up. We'll get another new structure high. Okay, with this new structure high, this little blip right in here where we came back to structure becomes an outside return. We trade sideways a little bit before rallying up. So this becomes, with this new structure high up here, And that's a new structure high up there, about 109.80. Then this right here becomes our outside return. Okay. And that's not going to be at a fib level, so I'm not even worried about that. And then price comes back down, tests this level here where we consolidated previously. Looks like we're going to rally up a little bit. So let's see what happens. We've got some long wicks down here, but okay, so here we get a lower close. Okay. So with this lower close, what we're going to watch for is we're going to move this over here. So we could actually say that this is going to be our starting point now. Okay. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, that's going to be our starting point. This will be our, let's move this over. And then this right here is going to be an initial structure low. So it's going to abbreviate that right there because we don't have much room to time. And then this here is going to be our outside return before getting a new structure low. Okay. So let's see what price does. Trading sideways. Getting a little bit of a pullback here. Putting in a little bit of a, could be a double bottom there. Okay, getting a little bit of a move here. So we're essentially just trading sideways in here. We're consolidating. Okay, right in here we did come back into this initial structure low level. Not really doing anything. There we go. Look at that. Okay, and then we fall down, giving us a new structure low again. Okay, and the reason I called this here consolidation is for one, we didn't break this new structure low here, and we didn't violate this outside return here. We just kind of traded in between these levels here. Okay, let me change this to a different color so it kind of stands out a little bit. I don't know if that's any better, but because we traded in between this little zone right here, I can do it this way, didn't it probably show up? Because we traded in here without violating outside return, new structure low. I mean, it's really consolidation. One might even consider that some kind of a complex pullback. For me, it's not. It's just consolidation before moving lower. So let's delete that off the charts and continue to follow through and see what happens. So we're getting a rally back up into structure here now as price rallies up. And I'm just going tick by tick. Okay, so now we violated this this outside return. Oh, I didn't label it here. Let me label that so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so we consolidated in this area here after this new structure low, but because we rallied back up before falling down, this is our outside return right here. Okay, now since then we have broken and close above that, giving us initial structure high. Okay, and then this new structure low right here becomes our starting point. Okay, so it kind of just rotates around and keeps going really. We're rallying up higher. We didn't quite, let me pull up the data. It looks like we may have got a higher close on that. So this high on this one is 0976, and the close on this one 0976. So this close right here on this bar is equal to the high on here. So not technically a higher close, but now we got it. It looks like. Let's see where we at here. Let's see, 0986 and 0976. So on this bar here, on this bar here, we did get a higher high, higher close. So our new structural high is going to actually come all the way up to here, like that. Okay, but you know, labeling your charts kind of helps you go with the flow of the market. It kind of cuts out all the whipsawing around because you kind of know where price is at in the current move. So kind of helps you stay on the right side of the trade. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of a pullback here, but now what I'm looking for is I'm looking to see if price is going to just trade in this range from the new structure. The starting point and the initial structure high. So somewhere in here maybe. You know, is price going to just swing in between here, or are we going to get let me delete that, or is it going to end up pulling back a little bit? That's the wrong one. Are we going to pull back into this consolidation area and then shoot higher, or you know, what is price going to do? So just kind of what I'm looking for here as I scroll through the charts. I mean, we're just really consolidating in here. Okay, and we got a higher high, higher close. So then what we got is our new structure higher here. Our outside return is going to come down here to this low. Let's copy and paste this OR. And then this becomes our new structure high. And we can draw this level up here. Okay. And let's follow the trend, or follow the price action anyways. Okay, so now we've got another, we got another new structure high up there. So we can copy and paste that, move that. Then we'll get an outside return back in here. Let's move that up. Let's draw our line with price. And we continue to go forward. So, you know, I mean, as you can see, you know, labeling your charts this way does help you identify which way price is moving, you know, where it's at in the rotation. You know, should you be looking to get long or short? Currently with this new structure high, I would want to get long because we have confirmed the bullish trend. I'm ignoring this RSI, but I would want to get bullish until this outside return level here is broken. And so, I mean, really anywhere in between, you know, just looking here on the hourly chart, just anywhere in between here really would be a spot to look long. We do have the 1.1 even handle down here. So, I mean, that's a psychological number. So, I mean, price could come down there and test it. Stops will be below that, but you're back into this mess down here. So, ideally, I would want a deeper pullback, maybe somewhere, I don't know, maybe somewhere right in here, an 0980 level. That way, depending on the entry reason and targets and stuff, I'd want to get my stops below this swing low right here, or this move right here. But that's another deal. So let's see what happens. Well, let me put it this way. Looking at price right here, I mean, you know, if I'm wanting to get long, you know, in this current move, you know, and I want to stay in this zone right here, what would be a way that I could get involved to be able to get my stop below this swing low right here of this outside return? I mean, that's a question you need to ask. It's a question I ask myself, and for me, one of the ways that I could get involved is if, you know, if price moves in a certain way from here on out and puts in some sort of advanced pattern that completes in this area, that would give me a reason to get long. Okay. Now I'm not trading this. It's just, you know, I'm back. You know, I mean, we're back in 2003. Excuse me. I'm just, you know, trying to refresh my. I'm just doing a little refreshing on seeing the marks of the moves, labeling the charts, and kind of just going through them. So let's kind of see what's going on. So now we're testing that outside return. We're back here in the structure area, the consolidation, and we're pulling back a little bit farther. And now we're going to rally up. We're testing this new structure high level. Okay, we did break this outside return, and we're moving higher. Okay, so we essentially put in a move like this where we broke this level down here, and then we rallied back up. Okay, now because we broke this outside return, this is going to become our starting point. Okay, and then this will become our initial structure high, and the process starts all over again. Kind of boring and repetitious, but it works. So, but the question I have now is, do we have some kind of advanced pattern set up here? It doesn't look like it. No. That touches 618. We could be having. Let's see. We didn't have one, but we might. No, not quite. What I was looking for is this move right here. If we got something like this. Let's see if I can draw that orange. Oh, I'll make it bigger. Oh, I guess I gotta change that to default so it'll stay that color. This is what I was looking, I was thinking that this was gonna be this wick right here, this new structure high right here, this high right here was gonna hit that 127. If it would have, and price comes back down into this 109.60 area, we could have had a cipher setting up. I mean, that's the other good thing about marking your charts up and drawing the flows and stuff, is it kind of helps point out the advanced patterns. So it would have completed somewhere around 0955. Let me move this. Yeah, because it would have been below that B point right there. So it would have been valid, but we didn't quite get up there. So just something that I noticed and was thinking, if price did that certain move, then it could have worked out. But sorry, squirrel, but it's kind of, I guess my chart jumped. But what happened was price come back down. Oh, I didn't see. We got our low right there. So we got a lower, low, low close right in here. But we'll count this wick here. Let me turn this back here. I forgot what color. Maybe navy or something. I guess I need to turn my phone down. Okay. And price. Oh, I thought I changed it. Maybe I didn't set it as default. Yeah, let's see. Set it as default apply. All right. So then, we get this low, low, low close, and then we get. Let's see. Is that a higher, higher close right there? Yep. So then now we're in consolidation because we're breaking this low going down. We're breaking this high going up. So the market doesn't really know which way it wants to go. So we're just in consolidation. We'll get this small pullback here. It does pull back into this little shelf right in here with these wicks before rallying higher, putting in a higher, higher, higher close. We'll get another pullback before rallying up, putting another higher, higher, higher close. So let me copy and paste this new structure high. Let's see, outside return. New structure high. Okay. And again, I'd be looking to get bullish. We've broken this high back here. We've put in a little bit of a retracement. We pulled back high, pulled back a little bit before breaking out higher. So I mean, we're currently in a bullish momentum, bullish trend, whatnot. But trading sideways, we did get another new structure high, so you could actually call this an outside return. Let's see what price does. And we break higher. Okay. So I mean, you could do it one or two ways with this uh, new structure high up here. Okay, that's the new structure high. Okay, once you get that new structure high, the lowest low needs to be your lowest outside return point here, which would be right in here. Okay, because we didn't violate this outside return, so you could actually bring this way, right, and count this as your new structure high. I mean, because we only traded. I mean, we traded sideways right here. I mean, we didn't really go up or down. I mean, just consolidated right here, right? And then we got a little bit of a higher higher close. We came back. Oh, we came back down and to test that zone area. I mean, because you got these wicks down here, so I mean, this probably should be something like this. Okay, so I mean, we didn't really break that level, that consolidation area right there before breaking out. Okay, so I mean, it should look something like that, or that's my take on it, anyways. And we go forward. So we're coming down, get a little bit of a retracement here, trading sideways again. Now we're going lower. Now we're going higher. We're going lower. Going. So it's just a mess. Okay, we're back down into this new structure high level here, which would be a reversal zone. But we need to see. I mean, let me put it in. What we need to happen is we need to break this level here and close above it, or we need to break and close below this level here before we know where our outside returns are going to end up. And it looks like we're going higher, and we did go higher here. Okay, so that's our high. That's our low, which is going to be our outside return because we got a higher close. And let's see, new structure high. And we continue to move forward. Put in somewhat of a double top here, and we're going higher. Okay, so we got a small pullback here. I mean, we're still in these wicks areas here, but we did get a rally up. So now this becomes our outside return. Oh. And our new structure high. But hopefully by now you can see the process it takes to get an idea if if you should be looking to get bullish or bearish. I mean, how do I want to say it? I think that's probably the hardest part for most traders or newer traders is to know should be getting bullish, should you be getting bearish. What is the market doing, or what is the market doing? Where can you look for a price to retrace to get involved in a trade in that direction? I mean, because being on the right side of the trade is what we all want, right? But man, I think I need to take a break and get me a drink. But so we did come down here. I'm looking for a break above this new structure high here, or this outside return level here. Probably, let's see. Yeah, I would probably say this outside return here. I mean, because that's more of a move versus this right here. I mean, we're back into these wicks, but I mean, I did label it, so I mean, we'll call it. But I would probably wait. I mean, this here is probably the bigger outside return area here. Because I mean, you could call this as one big move like that, So, but because I drew it out this way, we'll leave it like that and just go through and see. Oh, look at that. Doesn't even matter. Higher high, higher close, which means new structure low. I mean, new structure high. Sorry. And with that, we get a new outside return. Okay, now what are we going to do? Coming back down a little bit, coming down. We're back. See, we're back down into this new structure high, which is going to be the potential reversal zone. We're coming down a little bit lower. We haven't violated this lowest low right here on the outside return. So we're still bullish, still bullish, still bullish. We're putting in them wicks, and what do you know? Okay, we kind of stair-stepped our way down, right? But we didn't violate this outside return, So I mean, we rallied up, put in a new structure high. So let's roll this up to here to that high there. So we got another higher high, and our outside return right here. New structure high goes over, and we continue to be bullish. Stepping, stepping, stepping. Now we're getting a little bit of a retracement here, and we go higher. So we could actually, I mean, we could probably draw all these little pullbacks out, but I'm just going to go straight up to here because that's what I initially saw. Okay, and then because we got a new structure high up there, this low down here becomes our outside return. Drawing our little flows, boom, boom, and we continue to be bullish. We got a little bit of a traded sideways for a minute before getting a pop up, come back down, put in like a little doji. Let's see what happens. We're getting a smaller pullback. And what are we gonna do? We're kind of just see where we're just starting to chop in here now. Okay, we're getting. Oh, look at that. Okay, on this bar here, we get a lower low, lower close. Okay, so I mean, we could call it like this. Okay, and then I mean, you could draw out all these, but it's not what I was looking at. So what I was looking at is just okay, and we get a lower low close right in here. Okay, so now, I mean, I could be wrong because we're not. I mean, we're so bullish, but this becomes starting point. Okay, and then over here it's going to be our initial structure low. Okay, move that. And we're going to rally up a little bit, and we get another low, low, low close. So now we're going to be looking at something like this. Okay, and what are we going to do? Rallying up. Oh, look at that. Now we broke higher. And we put in a higher close back here because we broke this high here. So let's get caught up on our little chart here. So this here is going to be our outside return. Okay, this is going to be our new structure low, and then it becomes our starting point. Price rallies up, giving us a initial structure high. Okay, we're getting a small pullback. We kind of got these little whipsaws in here, but we're just kind of not really doing much. And let's see. See, we put in a double top here. Test it again. So we got 1, 2, 3 tests on the top. We break lower. And we try to get it again. and we break higher. Okay, so all this mess in here, consolidation. Price didn't really do anything in one direction or another. I'm just kind of traded sideways for a minute, and then it broke higher. So that's the process I go through when labeling a chart and trying to get an idea